Tackling cancer can be a very daunting event, and what's most important is to build community and find support. Joining us now for a look at her journey is Bev Moir. Now, Bev, I want to thank you so much for coming in this morning and sharing your story. We'll get into the event, the Evening of Hope charity event, in just a moment, but I want to ask you about your story and how people can learn more about early detection and making sure that they're taking care of themselves and making sure they're getting through a journey like this the way that you're going through it.
Well, thank you so much, Jessica, for the opportunity. When I was diagnosed with lung cancer, I knew nothing about it. And so it's really important for me to raise awareness in the broader public and in primary care workers. I had two colds, 6 months apart, both lingering. They were going around the office. I didn't really think more about them, just, I picked it up in the office. Yeah. But the second cold in the spring of 2019 lingered quite a bit, and I had a very sore throat. I thought I had strep throat, so I thought, great, I'll book an appointment with my GP. She'll test me for strep throat, send me home with an antibiotic, and Bob's your uncle. Yeah. As it turned out, she was very alert and thought I possibly had pneumonia. I did not have strep throat, but she did think I had pneumonia, and she ordered a chest x-ray. And that attention to detail likely saved my life. At the time, I didn't know it. She was so shocked, I don't think she could tell me. Metastatic nodules showed up on both sides of my lungs.
And we kind of talked a bit before on camera, screening is so important, and broader screening is definitely necessary.
It is, and right now it's uneven across all the provinces in Canada. It's uneven between north to south, rural to urban. There is an organized screening program. Ontario has actually been one of the leaders in that. It's for high-risk individuals, and those are people that have smoked and have an extensive history of smoke. They have to be at least 55, I believe it is. So age is a requirement. In my case, I never smoked. Something like that would never have diagnosed me. Right. They weren't looking for it in me. And that's one of the issues with lung cancer. There's a growing awareness and an alarming trend that 30, 40, and 50-year-olds are being diagnosed. And smoking is not the cause. There are many other causes. There's family history, there's pollution, there's radon, which is an odorless gas that comes from the ground and goes into people's basements. There's a test for radon. You think of the wildfires that are happening across Canada, firefighters, so industrial workers have different exposures, but all of us also face that pollution.
And having, again, a comprehensive coverage of all this will help people find it sooner and be able to, get through it on the other side.
It will, but it's going to be a little bit of time. Yeah. There's a specialized blood test called a liquid biopsy that's being tested as a possible screening mechanism. I read somewhere that somebody's working on a sputum test or a breathing test. But I think in the interim, people need to be very, very aware of subtle symptoms. There's no pain receptors in the lungs. Right. And so unless it's left the lungs,
then you find it.
I
want to ask quickly about the Evening of Hope, because we're almost out of time, but it's really important that we talk about this, and I want to reference your pin as well.
Thank you. So the white pin is the ribbon that lung cancer chose. And the reason it's white is because cancer is an invisible disease. Yeah. So much stigma, it doesn't get the funding or the attention. Yeah.
And the Evening of Hope is coming up?
The Evening of Hope is happening in 6 cities across Canada on Sunday, November the 23rd. In Toronto, we're at the Timothy Eaton Memorial Church. And it's an opportunity for building community. Yes. Support for those living with cancer, our family members that support us, our friends. And I hope people think about joining it. It's fun.
Listen, having community is so important, regardless of what you're going through, but especially when you're going through something as challenging as cancer. Bev, thank you so much for coming in and sharing your story. Make sure you check out the Evening of Hope. We're going to have more news and weather coming up after the break.
Thank you.